Neale, tell me something. Why is it important to have business experience when it comes to business coaching?
I think it's particularly important. I know that in a coaching environment, in life coaching, because we're all experts in our lives and we're resourceful, creative and whole, we have a lot of the answers and we can find a lot of the answers in that because we're experts in our life and we're all humans and we're all living. If we have a look at the other position, if we have a look at that in business doesn't come naturally. To a lot of people. I understand that to some people it does come naturally and off they go and they fly and so on and so forth. But to a lot of people it doesn't come naturally. I've had to learn about finance and marketing and production and human resources and procurement and logistics, how to get things from one place to another. And as you learn about that and gain knowledge and become more and more competent with it, you slowly understand and you can gain the insights that you wouldn't ordinarily have as you would normally if you were in a life coaching situation, because you know your life, you've lived your life for 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 years, and so you have a gut feel for that. Whereas in business, if you haven't had that experience and you're 25 or 35 or 45, you might need to put in somebody who has got that experience and not necessarily give you advice, because remember, coaching is not about giving advice unless we wear a different kind of a hat. There are 10 coaching hats that we use as coaches, and so if one of the coaching hats is an advice hat and a learning hat, well then fair enough, the coach needs to say that. In the knowledge space in terms of business, it allows the seasoned and experienced business coach to ask the correct questions around getting you the insight as the coachee or as the client, to open up your possibilities, because you see, you know your business really well. The issue is, how do we get you to see it from another perspective and shift your perspectives? Because in those skillfully asked questions, not using any language that you don't understand, making sure that this communication is really, really clear. It creates an awareness, an aha moment, and that's where the skill lies, in actually having knowledge of business particularly, and having knowledge of the coaching competencies. So at SA Business Coaches, we believe you need both. We look at 11 core competencies. We reserve the right maybe to change them and to add to them. We like those as a basis. And then on the other hand, we like to look at 16 different areas in business and say, how can we take both of these, the people and the people psychology, and how can we take the business and the business practice and processes? How can we put those two together to get this unbelievable result for our clients? And it really does give an unbelievable result. They really do get a lot of insight, creates a lot of awareness, and then we need to follow it through as in any coaching process, where we need to design the plan, set the goals, and manage the accountability, because an entrepreneur or a business owner can get sidetracked. They get sidetracked. Business is difficult and busy, and clients shouting, and deadlines not being met. We believe you need business knowledge, and you need to constantly start or continue learning about business and nuances of business, just to be able to increase those questions that you may ask, which would then ultimately increase the awareness in your client. So I hope that answers your question, Shiraz. Is there anything else that you have thoughts around?
No, that's perfect. Thank you, Neale.